The Ron G Morning Show, every Monday through Friday at 7 a.m. only on WSAN Radio, the soul of America.
This Mother's Day, give mama more than flowers. Give her laughter, drama, and a stage play she will never forget. Bobby McMorris presents part 2 of the Love, Lies, and Family Ties trilogy. Mama knows best, or does she? Come experience a powerful story filled with family, love, secrets, laughter, and real-life moments that will have you asking one big question. Does mama really know best? It all happens Sunday, Mother's Day, May 10th, 2026 at 4:30 p.m. at the Joe Long Theater, located at 226 North Hackberry in San Antonio, Texas. Tickets are $35, with group discounts available for groups of 5 or more. To avoid Ticketmaster fees, get your tickets directly from the Carver box office. Open Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. Ticket delivery is also available. For more information, call 210-710-8996 or visit BobbyandMorris.com. This Mother's Day, bring the family, bring mama, and come see. Mama knows best, or does she? Because sometimes survival sounds like love until it doesn't.
All right. Whoa, what a good introduction. Good afternoon, everybody. I was telling some cast members that me and Bobby was talking one night late, and I so happened to be up, and we were going back and forth and back and forth. And when we finally got off the phone, I said, you know what? I'm still wide awake. Let me do a commercial real quick. And Bobby inspired me, something that he said, and I went on and did it, and here we are.
And it's a lovely commercial, I must add.
Yeah, so this new play you got going on, I'm just trying to figure out, I can't come up with a punchline because your last one left me saying, huh? You know, remember we talked about that? I said, now, how is that even possible? But once I seen the play, I see where it was going. And, you know, but I was thinking the other direction. And with that one right there, I was mad at the husband. I'm watching the show and I was angry. How dare you treat your wife like that? I'm from old school. You don't treat nobody like that. But you know what? It takes a good actor to do that for it to be believable. And you know, so but now, Bobby, you on part 2. So tell us about the play coming up right now.
Well, I remember that conversation that we had when you said, how's that possible? I remember that like it was yesterday. It was like, how can divorce save a marriage? I remember that was kind of, you're puzzled by that.
Yeah.
But you see the outcome that they were, you know, the issues actually working them out kind of, you know, brought them back together in the end.
Yeah.
And that's played by a wonderful cast. And we have everybody that's coming back with the addition of one new character. C.T. Rames is playing a role of Simone. So with that being said, I came up with the idea to, well, first I'll say I was asked to do a production, a play in Killeen. Gerald Cole gave me a call. We worked with him before, and he wanted to do a new play for Mother's Day in Killeen, which we'll be doing this Mama Knows Best May 9th in Killeen. And you know, I was getting things together for Divorce Save My Marriage, so I wasn't quite ready to move on to something completely new. So then I thought of some of the characters that I might have in that play. Then I came up with the idea. I was like, oh, wait a minute. What if I make this like a trilogy, like a part 3? You know, with all the research that I've done, making it like a new chapter in this husband and his wife lives as we follow the story of Tony and Denise, ups and downs in their marriage.
Oh, well, that's So on this one right here,
Hmm.
you got it on Mother's Day.
Right.
There's been a lot of buzz because people are telling me, um, man, that's perfect to go on Mother's Day, and I set everything up for them. I said, look here, this is what you could do. You could come out to a Chicago Bite and have your gospel brunch.
Right.
You could leave from there and go straight to the play.
That would be a perfect Sunday, wouldn't it?
And so I was telling them that, and then somebody asked me, so Bobby is doing this right now, but let me find that. I gotta find that because somebody told me to ask you a question, Bobby.
Oh wow. Okay.
Because I be going out there talking to anybody, telling about anything. Oh, it said right here, you have part two right now,
Right.
and they already want to know what part three is going to be.
Well, part three is gonna be even more spicier. That's just a no. So in this one, you know, it's all under like love, lies, and family ties. So um, and then in this episode, the mother, she finds herself in the middle because the mama moves in temporarily,
Mm.
so she finds herself in the midst of this marriage and learning the secrets that both of them are going through, in which and how she exposes or chooses not to, um on either side. So she's there right in the middle. And then I won't give any spoilers for part three, but just know that the drama thickens.
Yeah. I just so let me see. Oh, she got offline, so I can't mess with her.
No,
Um,
she's still on there. You're talking about Jackie?
yeah.
She's there.
Okay. Somebody got offline, didn't they?
No, well, that was another log on that she had, but
Oh,
she
okay.
had two, but she has her profile, and then she has one that she's on right now.
Okay, I see right now. AKA. All right. All right. So my question is for Jackie. You played the wife on the first play. So how's the transition different? What role are you playing on this one?
I'm still the wife. You just get another glimpse inside of Tony and I's marriage. We're moving along, but then an unexpected guest, his mama comes. And so we just have to, you get to see the ins and outs, the ups and downs, the joys and the strains of that type of relationship when additional family members come into the home that you're trying to build together. So that's what we'll be doing this part too.
Oh, so y'all still together?
Right.
We
Yeah.
I
are
Yeah.
was
together. Yes.
Yeah.
okay.
Yes, he's acting right.
So go ahead, Bobby.
Yeah, all the characters are still the same. All of them are present. So everyone's the same. And everybody may not remember all the characters, but it's a total of eight of us. But seven, all the returning characters with one addition that I mentioned. Simone, she's the ex of the husband who's coming back to collect.
Ooh.
Um, yeah, I'll leave it like that. Um, but yeah, she's the ex. And I mentioned this earlier in an interview that I had, but I'll say this: a lot of times, for me when I'm writing, it could be sparked by a thought, it can be sparked by a fact, or it can be just vicariously anything. So uh, I learned that 47% of men go into a relationship, a marriage, hiding their secret, their financial debts.
Mm,
So 47%. So I'm like, wow, that's a high number.
sure
and
is.
and 32% of the time it leads to a massive fallout, and 16% of the time it leads to a divorce. So based off of that, it's kind of where I thought, wouldn't that be interesting if the husband had some you know history that he didn't inform his wife about, and this history has a way of coming back to bite him in the butt.
And that's the X that's coming, right?
Right. Right.
Oh, nothing financial, but that's just as bad.
Well, no, it's financial. It's
Finance.
financial. Yeah, it's all of that. But
Oh,
yes.
okay, okay. So
Mhm.
let me ask something, Bobby. Don't take this wrong, okay?
Okay.
Are you gonna be that nerdy accountant again?
Well, that's exactly who I am. No offense taken. That's exactly who I am.
And you played that role just right. I looked at it. I said he looked like a nerd. My wife looked at me because my wife called me a nerd.
Okay.
All because I'm into computers and Excel and all that stuff. She said,
Mhm.
"My nerdy husband, I need this." I said, "Thanks a lot."
Right.
But you played that role good. But I want to ask Sandra something now.
All right.
Okay.
Now
Mm-hmm.
you switching roles. You was the mom for the wife, and now you the mom for the son.
Yeah, I'm the mother of the son. And in regards to that, we can always say that, I loved her so much as a daughter the first time. That's why I treated her as if she was my daughter. But as a mother, I'm hoping that everyone just get a little glimpse into your own mom. We have good intentions. We love our children. And sometimes we love them so much that we don't know how to let go.
Ooh.
Um, and I truly discovered that myself. I got two young adults and they broke away. So I'm hoping all our mothers, they did the best that they knew how. They worked with what they had, and many of them had to raise sons to the best of their ability. A woman
Yeah.
can't raise a man, but she can teach him about the Lord God. So our Lord Savior. So that's what I'm about.
I like that. I like that. So now, Elizabeth, what is
Yes.
your role on this play?
Well, I play Miss Jenkins, and she's the nosy neighbor. She's in everybody's business. She has the latest gossip about everything.
Do you play it well?
I love
Hmm.
Miss Jenkins. Sometimes I have to detox after I play her. I like, Liz, that ain't who you are. You don't say all that. Miss Jenkins says that, not you.
I just say when you talking, let's say by accident you're around everybody and Miss Jenkins comes out. Does that Miss Jenkins ever come out?
A lot.
Oh,
Yeah, she comes out a lot. A lot of people tell me, can you put Miss Jenkins up? I was like, oh, Lord,
oh,
I didn't even know she was out.
oh! I can see that right now. I'm sorry, Miss Jenkins. You're not allowed in this household right now.
Hmm.
So, Bobby, writing this one right here and getting it
Hmm.
all together, you already had your cast together, so that
Hmm.
wasn't a problem.
Right.
Is some of them are switching roles, are they not?
No, and I glad you asked that. So I wanted to mention it's only one, but I came up with the idea to do this trilogy, a three-part story. As I mentioned, following the life of the marriage of the ups and downs of Tony and Denise. Um, so I went back and I made some edits. So part one will blend into what two we have going on with two, and of course third will do the same. So when the video comes out, the people seeing it for the first time will only know that Miss Simmons was the mother of who she is now.
Okay.
So that is when, as we continue to travel, because we will be going on the road presenting part one and part two, and then eventually when we get this professionally recorded, it's rewritten to where she's is the mother of the son. So um that's the only uh relationship that's been reversed.
Okay. So you talk about there's a new character that's coming in,
Hmm.
the X,
Right.
and how is this financial? Because you did mention it's going to be something about finance without giving away everything. Why do you put in about money?
Well, and then that's a good question. I have a finance background, so I always like to have a relationship plot, and I always like to have subplots resolve around money and maybe other things, and most importantly, money flows to everybody's hand. No matter what background or ethnicity you have, everybody understands money and the controversy they can present. So, um, that's how I kind of like to um, make my plays about, and then that plus that keeps Mr. Williams relevant. And I just think money is a tool that it's a blessing, of course, but then sometimes it could be used the wrong way. So I just think it's always interesting when you tie love and money together. That's the way I like to write.
Okay. So let me ask something, Bobby. How
Mhm.
much of the story reflects situations that families deal with in real life?
I I I don't write from a religious background. I write from the position of telling our stories of what people actually do go through. So I believe in the plays that we're presenting. These are real life issues that people are actually going through, and they're through these characters are shown alternative ways of how they can work, come to solutions in their own marriage or their own relationships. So I believe it's something that people encounter in real life.
Okay. Sandra,
Yes.
what message do you think mothers, daughters, and sons and families will take away from this production?
Well, that, you know what, family is forever. We all got all kinds in our family. We got to love and overcome whatever we need to overcome to stay together and remain family. Again, we're all make mistakes. We're all humans, but the common goal, we can all come back together and ask for forgiveness and keep it moving. Just keep it moving. Pick on up where you left off and keep it, forgive and keep on moving.
Okay, this next question is for everybody,
Mhm.
and I think this is going to hit right here. What has the chemistry been like to the cast members during rehearsal? Because we always know chemistry is important when you're doing a play, when
Mhm.
you're doing anything. So, how put it this way: the chemistry and who's the practical joker?
Oh, well, we all know who that is. But um, I, well, we have a really great dynamic group, and our chemistry is very, very good. Of course, there's times where the constraints of trying to get the production together and the long hours and the hard work. That's present in almost every cast, every production. But as far as our group, this group, we have a really great cast. We celebrate birthdays together. We go out bowling with each other. We meet at the mom's house, the Simmons. We call them Mama and Papa. So we're like we're as a real unit. We're a real family.
Yeah.
And that's part of one of the reasons why I wanted to keep Miss Simmons, the mother. And the reason why I made that change was because I wanted to keep her as a production and not lose that edge of what we have going with each other. So and everybody else can speak to how they feel, but as far as me, this is a wonderful group. Like I say, we do potlucks, we do things outside of rehearsals just to keep our um chemistry going. We have a group chat. Nay is the biggest joker.
Yeah.
But it's a really good group.
Okay. Anybody else
Anybody
want to chime in on that?
else?
I'll chime
Agreed.
in.
Go ahead, Miss Jenkins. Go
Okay.
ahead.
All right. Thank you, honey.
You're most welcome, darling.
No, when we had our break, respectfully, I was doing other things and with great writers, but with us getting back together, and I even told Bobby, I said, Bobby, I said, there's no place like home. And I
Mm-hmm.
meant that from the bottom of my heart. There's great writers out there. Like I said, I'm not taking anything from anybody. But Bobby, from the start, he's just amazing. And when we all get together, it's just like one big happy family. Like I'm back home, and I love it. I love it from the bottom of my heart. Yeah.
Agree. We do life together. We
Mm-hmm.
do life together. We celebrate things. If some are going through things, we're there for each other. And so, like, this is unique and I'm not saying it's like unique to just our cast, but hopefully the cast and the things that you're a part of, you feel this. But this is something special. What we have is something special, and and we're just like a little family, like they sang in Dreamgirls. We're a family. And so we really take that to heart. We protect
Right.
what we have. We protect what we're building. And like with Miss CT, that's a new addition, and we were just like, welcome into the family. And we don't have the things you see, the chemistries and how we interact on stage. We do that same thing in our rehearsals, and you don't have all the bickering and the clicking and all that kind of stuff. We just are, and that is
Right.
truly, truly a blessing.
Mm.
And I concur. This is truly an extension to my family. Being that I have a small group here in San Antonio, I feel like the Lord gifted me these people. And they came into my life. They don't even know this, but at a time when it was very much needed. And
Oh,
we this is truly an extension to family, and we've got each other's back. And everyone, again, well received. No clicks, no big eyes, little you. We are just family, and it's
right.
beautiful.
Okay. So now y'all got me creating questions right here. Listen to all of y'all.
Mhm.
So my question is this. When you're doing a production, you're out there, you're doing everything. Have you ever forgot a line and ad-libbed and kept on going?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Sandra said that real quick.
Yes, mother knows best, but sometimes she do forget. But I've got some great helps that sometimes cover for me, and we just make it work and keep, like I said, yes, I have some great help that keep things moving when I don't.
You know what that makes with all of us, because there's times where we may have not said something right or something, but we know the story. We learn to live the story on stage, and so if we do, we pick it up and we may put it in another place, and you never know. Now somebody, I will not mention any names, may be tripping behind the stage that is happening,
But why
but
you
we
messing with
never,
Bobby?
ever, ever drop the ball.
She's not talking about me.
Oh, she is?
Oh,
No, because I don't never forget a line. No, I'm just
oh my
I'm just
goodness.
I'm just joking.
Oh.
I'm just joking. I'm just joking.
With that being said, where you say that, is there sometimes in a play that somebody says something that just cracks everybody up and y'all just start laughing and don't know when? All right, keep composure. When that happens, what do you do?
Well, that. Well, okay. So there's this thing breaking character that a lot of the big wigs do. You've seen it done before, um, where they do that intentionally to kind of pull on the audience, a little bit. But yeah, I mean, it can happen, right? I mean, no performance is ever the same. So, you're gonna have different energies. You're gonna deliver something a different tone. And yes, those things. If it makes you laugh, is not strict to where you're supposed to just not laugh and stay to the guideline. The idea is to have fun. If it makes you naturally laugh, that's a good thing. That makes the
Okay.
audience laugh. That makes the audience feel that is real, that is natural, that is happening in real time, in real life, and that's what it's really about.
No, I like that because I was watching a play about 4 years ago. That person forgot
Mhm.
his line. That's the reason why I brought it up. And he said, "Hey, I forgot my line. Can somebody help me with my line is?" And the audience thought that was part of the deal. And when
Right.
I
Yeah.
talked to him later, he said, "Ron, I actually forgot my line."
Yeah. I see. I mean, so people do it different ways, but um, forgetting the line. It's a play, so it's not a
Mm.
movie where you can just start over and do a whole new take, and the viewing audience will never know the difference. It's live, so It does happen to Hollywood. You know, people in
Hmm.
Hollywood, the best of them. You know, you can tend to forget, but like the key thing, like Jackie said, is if you know the story and if you're living in the moment, then you're able to keep going and you're able to feel that moment, that beat.
And I think that is brilliant when you forget a line, but you keep on going. You don't stop.
Right,
And when you keep on going, the audience don't know what happened, but
right,
I can see y'all going backstage. And honey, did you see me miss? I missed that line. Yeah, we know. We just kept on going. We got your back. Is that about how
right.
that is?
Yeah, and that's what she was talking about. Me being in the back. But the idea is to keep going. It's not to get stuck. There's different levels to it, and that's the only thing that I've always taught every group that I had. Moving from that beginner's level onto more of a professional is to where you know that you have to keep going. You got to know the story. You got to know where you are. You got to know what's happening in the scene. And if you do have that brain crap, you're able to still work yourself out of it. That's
Yeah.
that's growth as an actor and
Okay.
actress.
So, Bobby, what do you want people to feel when they leave the theater?
I would like people to the main. There's a lot of different takeaways that I always like people to have, but one of the reasons that I started writing this story, meaning starting with Divorce Ate My Marriage, was one of my favorite shows that I used to watch religiously, and I still do, is Divorce Court. I pretty much watch that almost every day. I mean, episode after episode. So I wanted to create something to where if you're married and you're in a situation, you don't just throw it away. When problem arises, now it's said that people getting married in today's time, they don't even give them 3 years to make it. You
Yeah.
know, and when I first started researching this, I was, used to be the term the 7 year itch,
Hmm.
where couples don't make it past that seventh year. So I wanted to create something to where um, I kind of, it's a story that help people look at challenges in their relationships, and it helps them work it out and stay together versus just throwing it away like an old worn out pair of shoes. So that's kind of, one of the lines that we're on: being transparent, honesty, communication, um, all those things that if it's not present in your relationship, it could cause problems.
Mm. You just mentioned divorce court. A thought came through my head. Wouldn't it be nice to have Bobby as a judge on your next play?
I kind of thought I thought about now
Yeah.
now now honestly, I'm not going to say what happens in the third episode, right? Because you got to kind of sometimes everything is not so perfect, so everything may not be, but I won't say because I haven't got to that conclusion yet. But initially, when I first had the concept, I was thinking about being a judge.
You know what I can see? I can see you being um the accountant, the nerd accountant doing things, and in the next scene you sitting up there being a judge. People say, "Wait a minute, didn't we just see you over here?"
Right.
You
And
know?
and yeah, and that's the the good thing about theater is you can have one person play multiple roles. I mean, I've
Hmm.
I've been to plays where people play 4 or 5 roles. I mean, that's not uncommon. I mean, that's theater for you.
Mm. All right. Well, I don't know what I just said, but Jackie said no. He's not going to be a judge. Is that what you were saying, Jackie?
Not at all. No, I said that we could probably see it. Knowing Bobby, he just never fails to surprise us.
All right, as we're winding down, let me see. Before we get where to get tickets, and all that, at can each one of y'all tell us, how can they get a hold of you as an actor? Somebody want to talk to you, or do you give that information out?
Yeah, go ahead, y'all. If somebody
Well,
wanna
hey, if
wanna be
somebody's
a Miss
trying to
Jenkins.
reach me, you can reach me through Facebook. I do have the other Instagram and X and the other things, but I'm mostly on Facebook. Under Jackie Jackyee, last name Carter Carter. So I'm in the education world. I'm also in the entertainment world, but all of them go through the same channel. It's fine because it's just Jackie.
Okay. Miss Jenkins, I want to mess with you. It's just with you being the busybody, your role is. You already explained how sometimes you go outside and you play that role. People say, "Hey, stop it, stop it, stop it." With you, do people recognize when you start doing Miss Jenkins if they know you?
Yes, yes, they do. One time Bobby did a play and I wasn't in it. But he gave me a ticket to go, and I sat by this young lady, and she kept asking me, "Are you Miss Jenkins?" I say, "You think so?" I never would say I was Miss Jenkins. I just sat by her, and then at the end, Bobby goes, "Miss Jenkins is somewhere in this audience," and I said it as loud as I could. The lady just. Yes, I get that a lot. I get that a lot. And I also got a Facebook page under Elizabeth Wells.
Okay. All right. Sandra?
I just do personal contacts. I use my job as a resource for selling tickets and just wherever I'm at. In fact, I was at the airport working yesterday and I met two potential guests. One's all the way from Corpus Christi, and she's going to come down to attend the play. So I'm more of a personal contact person.
That's wonderful. All right, Bobby, can you tell everybody how to go to get tickets?
Yes, the Carver box office is open Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. or any time that they're having an event. You can also get tickets there. You can also get them through Ticketmaster. All locations, there's a Ticketmaster fee attached to that versus the $2 preservation fee at the Carver box office. But I also have the links on my website, bobbymcmorris.com. Or they can also simply call 210-710-8996, and we can make sure that they're able to safely secure their tickets.
Okay. So it's on Mother's Day. Do you have
Right.
anything special for the mothers that come in there?
Oh, now you put me on the spot.
Hey, I mean, I just asked.
I don't. That is in production.
Okay.
That is in the works.
Okay. Okay.
That is what we call that's the brainstorming right there. That's
Okay.
still in the brainstorming.
Well, you got three ladies right here to brainstorm with.
Right.
So but that's good. I'm glad that me and my wife definitely gonna be there because I like I said, the first play you did, the look on my face when you said that, and I'm still at awe with that. Where did Bobby come up with the title for his play? And now this one's coming out, and
Right.
and I love it. Oh, does she? You know.
Right. Yeah. To kind of insinuate like, maybe she does, maybe she doesn't. But the title is the one of the most important thing of a project, because that is the first thing the audience sees before they even decide whether or not they want to come. So I always try to make my titles, and we've gotten better through the years, but make them
Yeah.
as intriguing as possible. And I'm on this kick to where, just like Divorce Saved My Marriage, and I think that was kind of like the cusp of it, because prior to that was Mr. Fix It. But I want
Yeah.
someone to look at a title and say, "Huh." And that's what you did with Divorce Saved My Marriage, and that's what people did as well. And they're
Mhm.
doing that with Mama Knows Best or Does She. So that's the trend I want to stay on.
I don't know. Some of the wives around here think they know everything. I got one at the house, and
Well,
and they said, I'm never wrong. I'm always right." Huh? What? You want to say that to me again? So
Right.
it's a going on thing around my household that she's always right, or I always tell her I don't need Google, I don't need AI, I got a wife.
Right. Well, I won't argue with that one.
Yeah.
And she's listening right now, so I'm supposed to go out to dinner. Maybe I'll be getting Jack in the Box tonight then.
Oh, wow.
So, but Elizabeth, Jackie, Sandra, and Bobby, I appreciate y'all taking the time out and coming on the show. I'm looking forward and seeing the show. I'm just waiting for it. And then after the show, I'd like to get everybody back on again so we could talk
Oh, yeah.
about it.
We would love that. And
Yeah.
I do want to make mention that this is the first time that our show is opening up in Killeen versus San Antonio. So on that May 9th, we'll be doing the play at the Killeen Arts and Activity Center at 7:30. Those tickets will be on Eventbrite. And then we'll come home here. And that May 9th show is sponsored by Soul Child LLC Productions, Gerald Code. That's produced there for Killeen, and then we'll come back here on that Sunday to do it here. And we want to thank you for having us, as you always have, and the great work that you're doing in the community, interviewing artists and the guests that you have. So we really thank you on that.
Oh, you're welcome. And you know, that's the only way they're going to know what's going on. Somebody's got to do it, and I don't mind.
Right.
So, all right, y'all take care. Y'all have a blessed weekend, and we'll talk to you later.
All right.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.
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 Thank you for tuning in to WSAN Radio. Catch us on our YouTube channel, WSAN Radio SA. Subscribe to our channel and hit that notification button.